Alright, hello and welcome back to some more Tears of the Kingdom. This time I'm up here, and I kind of forgot what I was doing. I think I might have been, talking to Pin down here to see what we have to do now. I think that might have been where we were. Actually, I think there's a couple people I wanted to talk to. Let's start with this Korok. Let's just see kind of where he wants to go. I imagine it's somewhere ridiculously far away. Can't even talk to him because he's just... I'm gonna try to move him so I can actually speak to him, but... Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. I could possibly do that. I could just get that out of the way now. Why not? Just let him roll down the hill. With a little redirection every now and then. No need to bother me. That's fine. Thank you, though. Oh, he's going this way. Why are you going this way? Oh, he's kind of course correcting. Good. Alright. Let's go. I need to reach my friend. Couldn't tell. Didn't know that. Oh no. The chariots be coming. That's okay, because we're going to deliver this guy to his friend, get 2 seeds out of it. Woohoo! You're so welcome. Oh, I was gonna see if I could, like, pick up this one and then take him with me. But nope, I can't. I can't steal him after I've delivered him. What a shame. An arrow? Sure. Fortunately, the game does not let you take Koroks after you delivered them, gotten the seeds. I was gonna just return him back up here, and then do it again. Just on an endless cycle. You know, like when you break somebody's window, then offer to repair it. Oh, this dude's up here training for something. What's up, bud? Strongest in the world. Oh. I get the sense you're a swordsman. You interested in weapons? I love weapons. I'm not interested. Of course, what swordsman doesn't? Well, you wouldn't happen to know how to make them, would you? I make weapons. See, I've been using all sorts of materials, trying to make the strongest weapon in the world. Tell me something. Have you ever heard of the monster they call a Lionel? Nope. Never once encountered one. Never will, I'm sure. It's a huge beast with a body like a horse.
Aww.
You wouldn't believe how many times I've seen someone try to ride on the Lionel's back only to go flying. I actually spotted one of their kind northwest of here, near the entrance to Tempest Gulch. But I wasn't about to pick a fight with a monster like that. Strong, agile. Did I mention they can shoot fireballs? The best I could do was turn tail before it caught sight of me. If only I could get a hold of that Lionel sword. I'm sure I can make it the strongest weapon in the world, but I'm no fool. I haven't gotten the skill it takes to take down a Lionel. A Lionel. I just wish someone else would make the weapon of my dreams and show it to me. I'll give them a nice reward. Interesting. It has been a minute since I've tried to take on a Lionel. Maybe that's something I should try to do. I feel like I'm much more powerful now than I was the last time I took on that challenge. That's a different one. Okay. I just saw it and they like accidentally skipped by it. It's on the shrine quest. It must be in the side quest then. A vinyl Lionel. Is that like the Velveteen Rabbit on steroids? I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Hello, Mia. How's your night going? I don't think that's it. Night's okay so far. Well, it's only gonna get worse being here. I'm so sorry. Oh, it was right here. I read Strongest in the World earlier and I just didn't make that connection. Near the entrance to Tempest Gulch. Where's that at? Can't be too far. Else they wouldn't tell me about it. Up here. It's probably up this way. I'll give it a go. Why not? Let's risk it. Let's get crazy. You wanna get nuts? Let's get nuts. Thank you, Michael Keaton. Very cool. What in God's name was that? Okay, imagine it's probably down here somewhere. I'm gonna save before I do anything stupid. Not that it matters, it'll autosave, but... you know, I feel more comfortable doing it myself. Found it! There he be. Alright, come here. We're gonna hide behind this tree. Just wait for the moment to strike. Right now. Eat that. He seems dangerous. Just gonna put it out there. God, it's getting real close. Where's Riju? There you are. I feel like arrows are a good way to go about this. It seems to do quite a bit of damage. Also, I don't even have a melee weapon equipped. I should probably do that. Oh, he's gonna shoot me with the bow. That's not cool. You know what, I'll just sit here, play Ring Around the Rosie with him, while they all kill him. Seems like a plan, right? He's on the run. Run, coward. Oh. He's not running. I mean, he is running towards me. Oh my god. Yep. Can't confirm. He hurts. I could use this and put my defense up. That way I don't get whacked so hard. Why not? I need the food. Seems like an appropriate time to use it. We're gonna do it. Just cutting down trees over here. Whee! I really messed that up. I'm getting out of there. God, it's so scary. Oh, and you're shooting fireballs. Nope, not cool. I did just read about that. That makes sense. Kind of surprised it took that long for it to happen, though. Oh, it's stunned. Kill it. I'm glad I was not in the range for that. That seemed deadly. Nope. Don't like that. Stop it. Yes, it's dead. There we go. Is it's gonna die anytime soon? That'd be great. A Lionel hoof. A saber horn. A mace horn. Its bow. Which I can't pick up because I have too many bows, but I definitely want it. Here we go. What do I want to drop for it, though? Guess one of these. Didn't mean to waste that arrow. That's fine. Another hoof, 10 arrows, and a soldier's claymore, which isn't as good as the master sword. But that's fine. We can drop the rusty halberd in exchange. Okay. Well, that's that. I can return to the shrine, because I don't want to run all the way over there. Because I'm lazy. My god. Okay. Is this the right one? I don't know if it is. I think it was down here. I'm so lost. Where was I? Is this the right place? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. I just didn't recognize it. Here we go.
Yeah.
So how's it going? Made any weapons lately? I think with the Lionel Horn, you can make the strongest weapon in the world. But of course, you can't just charge up a Lionel and expect to survive. You have to be careful. Right, I need to make a sword. Sword's not enough on its own. You have to be armed with knowledge too. That's why I've tried to learn all I can about Lionels, what they look like, where to find them, how to fight them. Well, I don't need to know that. We're fine. Thank you, though. Now, weapon with a Lionel. I wonder if it needs to be anything specific. I doubt it. So I guess I can just take some random weapon. Perhaps a Soldier's Claymore. Okay, the one I just picked up. And fuse it. Let's see. Oh, I need to drop the horn, though. Does it matter which horn? So I have the mace horn, and I have wherever the other one was. That's the hoof. Oh, here it is. The saber horn and the mace horn. Both increase weapons attack power. Okay, I'll go with the mace horn, I guess. Let me drop it. Fuse that to the Silver Claymore. Oh, that's kind of gnarly looking. It's interesting. I wonder what happened to, like, the actual blade, because it's, like, gone. Hey, that weapon you're holding. Let me see it. Sure. That's no doubt about it. That's a weapon made with a Lionel horn. Nice and hard, too. You could shatter anything with this baby. I'm gonna leave that there. That settles it. This is the strongest weapon in the world. I'm honored I got to see such a stunning weapon up close here. It is the least I owe you. 50 rupees. Let's go. Then again, the world's a big place. Who knows? Maybe a stronger weapon is out there somewhere. Someday I'll return the favor and show you a weapon of my own making. No lie, just sticking Lionel parts on even something as weak as a torch is a genuinely viable strat for this game. Huh. I will keep that in mind. So what you're saying is, they good. It did increase it quite a bit. Compared to what it was. I can pick up a broom as a weapon? Or a mop? Amazing. Where am I at as far as rewards go? I think I needed 2 last time. Okay, 3. I'll get the knight's saddle and the knight's bridle. Thank you, sir. Hello, doggo. It's only a matter of time. Just how long are they going to stay there? And they may have spotted us spying on them from the cliff. What should I do if they come all the way up here? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. I've been preoccupied with the monsters that have settled on North Akala Beach below the cliff. Think about what would happen if they came up to the stables. It has me worried. I can't even focus on my work. I've been trying to find someone to go drive them off, but everyone I've asked has refused to help. It seems that kind of skill and confidence is in short supply. Anyway, do you see that big tree over there? If you look down the cliff from over there, you can probably see the monsters. It's an intimidating sight, to be sure. Everyone keeps saying not to worry, that they won't come all the way up to the stable, but I'm not so sure. I don't think I'll really be able to relax until those monsters are good. Until those monsters are good, yep. Until they have a change of heart. Inside that they no longer want to kill everybody and everything. Definitely what I said. Oh. Over there. I see, I see. Do I want to go and do that? That seems dangerous. But kind of sounds fun. Woohoo! 14. You know the routine. Save. Let's go. Oh, there's 3 ships. I only saw 2. Oh boy. One is in the water down there. That looks... Oh, that's fun. Well, that's convenient. There's a ladder right here on the back for me to climb up. If I don't make it all the way, which I will not. I almost did. Good thing I'm wearing stealth armor. No! I messed up. But nobody else has noticed yet. So, you know what? We're fine. Oh, those things automatically blow up when they're dropped. Good to know. Get closer. Oh, you didn't. Does this automatically go off if I drop down here? Have it. Nope, get back here. Don't run away. Coward. Whoops. Would help if I hit continue. I always forget to do it. Oh boy. Gotta fly again. Just push the button, Tanner. It's only one button, Tanner. What is? What button? What? You just want me to whack it? Is that what you mean? Do it a slap? Oh, there's more up there. Nope. Oh, no, continue. Listen. That's hard, okay? Well, he died rather fast. I didn't mean to use that weapon, though. Oh, he didn't die. Never mind. The way he ran away. And the noises it made. Incredible stuff. Yeah, get closer to it. Check it out. Oh, that's fun. Can I just throw this down there? Didn't mean to throw it right there. That's fine, though. Don't mind me. Ignore me. You don't see me. But you, I want you to see me. Come here. No, he's running away. Oh, fish. Oh, I got hit. Oh, I got hit. By what? I don't know. Oh, him throwing rocks, I guess, is probably what it was. Oh, they knocked him into the water. Nice. Him too. Oh, okay. This might be easier than I thought it was gonna be. Come here. Need you again. God, she's just the best, isn't she? Oh, I guess he died. I'm a little concerned if I jump down here to grab all this stuff, I'm not going to be able to get back up. But I think I'll be fine. Oh, there's flying ones too. I forgot about those. Oh my. are you guys fighting? I don't even see anything. Oh, you. Hello. There are rockets over here? Oh boy. Ideas have popped into my head. I don't know if they're good or not. I don't think so, unfortunately. Yeah, no. Can I climb up this, please? There. How did we get across the first time? I don't remember. I must have just glided over, I guess. I think that's exactly what I did. I think I glided from up here. Yeah, I'll glide over, then I'll climb up and glide the other way. What are you guys bothering about now? Oh, there's one up here. Okay, rip. And there's a chest up there. I must remember that. Are they all, like, asleep? Amazing. Let me just getting out of there. No. There we go. Oh. Thank God Julian did something there, because if he didn't, I'd probably be dead. I love being hit by rocks. Hey, get up here. Come on. Yeah, that worked out perfectly. Alright, that's it. That's all she wrote, folks. Lots of steak. Nice. We love steak. in video games. I'm actually not a huge steak person in real life, but that's besides the point. Chest, that's right. There's also some stuff I think that went overboard that I should grab. Give me your goods. What do you got? Blue Hinox hammer. Well, isn't that just wonderful? I guess we're saying goodbye to the sturdy wooden stick. Goodbye, sturdy wooden stick. Is it the other side I knocked them off on? I just had the thought that I was going to have to swim all the way back to the stable. Not to the land and then walk to the stable, but then I realized I have fast travel. Ain't nobody need to do that. Come on. Get... Trying to climb the ladder. It's not working. There we go. There it is. Okay. Now, back to the stable. Okay, where was that one person? You? Is it you? We wouldn't stand a chance against those monsters if they decided to attack the stable. Maybe I should look for a job somewhere else. South of the stable might have some openings. About that. What? You defeated every last one of them? Oh, hold on a second. It's not that I don't believe you, but I need to check for myself. It's the only way I'll sleep at night. You're welcome. I just granted you job security and life security. I'm gonna need a cut of your paycheck every week for the rest of your life. Thank you. I can't believe it. There were so many monsters before, but now they're gone. Well, you're just amazing. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm just so surprised. I mean, I don't look all that strong. You don't look all that strong. So I don't look all that. But you've been such a huge help. I can already feel the stress those monsters caused leaving my body. Thank you. Hey, that reminds me. Do you have a pony points card? Let me just add 2 points for you to show my thanks. Couldn't have given me 3. Really? A carrot. And Dura carrot.
Oh.
Well then. Should I go back and visit what's-his-face? Up here? Can't hurt, right? Yeah, it's kind of up this way. Then I'll come back and talk to... I think I've already talked to Pin, but... Rewarded with pony points and a carrot. Maybe you should have named the stallion Tanner. What? Why would I name it after myself? That's no fun. What's up, nerd? Enhance a horse, revival horse. Do I need to have the horse with me? Oh, no, it just says to choose one. But he also said he couldn't, didn't he? Alright. Yeah, that one doesn't want its abilities enhanced. Okay. This is what the carrots were for, right? I don't remember. They're for something. Oh, I have max status. Okay. Right. Revival horse. What's it take to do that? Oh, never mind. I don't need to. They're all alive. Goodbye. Yep. Gonna fast travel again, rather than running. I'm lazy. What can I say? So you guys are talking about Game of the Year and again, nobody has said that Power Wash Simulator deserves to be made up for since it didn't get it last year. Nobody said it yet. Disappointed in all of you. Shame. Alright, where's Pin? It's around here, I think, somewhere. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Oh, he's right there. I've already talked to him, but I don't remember what the quest was, so it might be helpful to get a refresher.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm here. A god of horses, suspicious events at a nearby laboratory. Yep, lots of weird stuff's going on in this place. Oh, I guess, never mind. Doing nothing here. Okay. Fun quest. So good. Did I do the quest for him down here at this one? Down this way? I'll probably remove that. I don't know if I did. I did do it, I have no recollection of what it was. Maybe he just wasn't here. Maybe that's what it was. Pot lids. You know what I was gonna do last time, I think? I was gonna look at all the stable locations, because I don't think I have them all. Let me do that, because I'm lazy and I don't want to go find them myself. Hey look, how convenient, a map. Just for me. Okay, it shows that there's 2 right down here. Boom boom, got those. There's Dueling Peaks right up here. There's Riverside. The outskirts stable here. The mini stable. And there's Gerudo Cannon cable. Stable. Do I not have that one? Shows it's like right here. I guess I somehow don't have it. Interesting. Okay, I'll put a pin there. There's Tabantha Bridge, New Serene, Woodland, oh, South Akala. There's another one over here apparently. Foothill. They're like real close to each other. Looks like it's kind of in this area. Interesting. East Akala, and then Snowfield, which I have. Okay. So we might be missing 2. Let me come to this area first and look for this one. It's right at the mouth of the canyon. You'd think I flew from the tower, missing it the first time. The one in the desert? In Gerudo? That would check out. That makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, what about this one, though? We'll find out. Whee! Have I been over to this? Yes, okay. Which one am I looking for here? Red. Link, I need you to, like, turn around, goofball. There she be. Remove the red pin. There's also a campfire over there. Fun. Suspicious, but fun. I sure hope I can find this shrine. It'd be a real shame if I couldn't. Kisinona. What a name. What nonsense am I gonna have to do this time? Wind power. Desert power. Well, there's a chest over there. That's fun. Easy. Was that really it? Huh. Guess that was it. The door won't close now, will it? Nope, we're good. Okay. Jump, Link. Good God. Just doesn't want to work. There we go. Thank you, bud. Yes, I'm blaming the game and not my lack of skill. Naturally. Typical? Yep. It's never my fault. I'm perfect. I have no flaws. And if you think otherwise, you're just racist. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. It's true. Let's see what's going on back here. I imagine this is probably a quest I will be given at this table that I can maybe get a head start on. Sorry, I really thought we'd found it too. Who knows how long it would take to open all of those one by one. My arms are just tired from thinking about it. In every single chest we open, we find the same thing, a green rupee. It's like they're messing with us. What's the matter? Prison, hush up. Hey, buddy, don't you have anything better to do than eavesdrop on us? What's your deal? Wait, don't tell me. You came to this cave to find Misko's treasure too? Per person, don't say that. Shh. I mentioned Misko's treasure, didn't I? I'm sorry, Dak. Misko's treasure? Tisk, whatever. No sense in trying to hide it now. Nope. Misko's the name of an infamous bandit who caused problems all over Hyrule back in the day. But Misko's legend expands beyond mere banditry. You see, Misko is equally famous for fashion. The stories say that they spent a lifetime collecting clothes that are now hidden across Hyrule. We suspect that Misko's wardrobe might be up in the caves that were exposed during the upheaval. That's why we're here. We got here first, so if you're thinking of swooping in and snatching those duds, think again. Aw, there's no way we'll be able to find Misko's treasure in that sea of chests. There's nothing to worry about, Dak. You've got a point. Yeah, okay, listen up, you. You've got our permission to go into that cave. If seasoned treasure hunters like us couldn't find it, you're not about to fare any better. Not unless you've got A nose like a dog's that can sniff out the treasure.
Oh.
That's it, Dak. Let's give the dog some food or something to get it to like us, and then it'll lead us to the treasure.
Huh?
I was being sarcastic, Prison.
Ah.
Sorry, Dak. Intriguing. Hello, doggo. How are you? Would you like some food? It's a good thing I picked up a bunch of steak earlier. I can just feed that to you. If I can find it. Here it is. Maybe I can't give him... I can't just hold it. Maybe it's just raw meat? It's gonna give him cooked meat, but I guess we can't be that nice. Uncooked only. Would it be smarter to do multiple at once or just one by itself? Like at a time? What do you think? Love the image of him holding all this meat. You skipped the dog. What? Well, I'll give it to him. Did I only need that one? You gonna eat more? He's gonna eat more. You went and opened all the chests on your own? Are you a psychopath? I guess I don't know how many chests there are, but... Alright, seems like 3 did the trick. Well, it's not in that chest. A fireproof lizard? Huh. Okay. Where did the dog go? Oh, it's back up here. Hey, bud. What are you doing? 1 rupee for each chest. About 20 chests. Is before about you knew about the duplication exploit. Needed money. Ay. Not gonna say anything. Not at all. I mean, I'm gonna open them all anyways, but... It is very early in the game during your tower tour. That explains it. This one, huh? Boing. Bye, doggo. Thank you for your assistance. Ember trousers.
Huh?
Whoa, hey, what'd you do? No way, there are like a million chests in here. How did you do that? Oh yeah, we tailed you, I admit, but we never thought you'd actually find it. You've been hunting treasure long enough to know the rules. Finders keepers. We're not gonna try to take it from you. Yeah, no matter how cool it is. So jealous. Any treasure left in here? You know what? I'm gonna look for myself. Out of the way. Yeah, look in the open one. Do that. Treasure you in there? Aha! Oh darn, it's just a regular old bottle.
Oh.
I don't think we'll find anything else in here. Come on, prison. Let's go find ourselves another cave. You got it, Dak. Man, these guys are just... the dumbest. To you who have found my treasure, these ember trousers are but one piece of my grand collection. I've hidden an assortment of equipment across Hyrule, notable pieces obtained in strange lands near and far. You've done well to find this one, and I will reward you with a hint to another. The Fierce Deity Sword. Don the form of the Fierce Deity, and return to this place. There are 3 keys you will need. one beneath the bedchamber of Akala's red-crowned citadel, one in the skull's left eye, one in the old stump in Hyrule Field. Good luck, the great bandit Misko. Thank God there was a quest for it, because I was not going to remember that. Let's see. Good, and it tells me where to go. Sweet. Now, will I be able to make anything of those clues? Also unlikely, but... Let me get all the ones that are open. Or, not open, but on the surface first. Then I'll get all the ones that are stuck in the ground. This is truly the peak of gaming content right here. You've never watched somebody open so many chests for so little reward. Reading my stream, sorry. I don't care. Go for it. Love that he just kicks it. Okay, well I've opened them all except for one, which I've taken off the wall, but now I can't find it. I don't know which one it is. There it is. Okay. That is it. We're done. No more obnoxious pest sounds. Thank the maker. Oh, and if you're wondering how I lost a heart, a chest hit me while I picked it up. Like it rolled down and then whacked me. I think I've narrowed down where those old manuscripts, what those old manuscripts could be referring to. Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Oh.
Way to go, Dak, you're a genius. Sorry, what?
Huh?
Oh, come on, we can't have one brotherly conversation without you listening in. No, sorry. Yeah, we're not gonna tell you one word about the old bandit Misko's old manuscripts. Pristine, why? Why would you say that?
Ah.
I did it again, didn't I? Sorry, Dak.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine. The treasure's as good as ours, and this guy'd never work out these riddles, even if we told him. Hey, buddy, want me to tell you what the manuscript said? I already know, but sure. Thing is, I'm not about to give that info up for free. It'll run you 100 rupees. Never mind.
Huh?
This info's so choice, it'd be a crime to let it go for anything cheaper. I assume those manuscripts are the things I've already read. Right? Welcome back, Mia. Well, I guess you never left, but you know what I mean. You're back to losing your sanity. It's okay. I know. Here's where this goes. Does this just take me out to the stable? It does. Look at that. Perfect. We got the dog whistle over here. You hear my voice again, so yeah, it's not looking so great for your sanity. Yep. That'll do it. Luminous stone. Amber! Yay! I need lots of that. Never mind. Guess maybe I need to... Will these sink down? No, those are more points. Alright. So I guess I need to attach this to that. And this to that. Now I have myself a little platform. Never let go, Jack. Purple rupee. I'm surprised I can reach that from a knight's shield. I'm good. Got more than one chest and all the others in the cave. In terms of monetary value, yes. In terms of a lesson in patience, nope. I know which is more valuable. So. I need to reach my friend.
Oh.
Sure, yeah, we're kinda not wearing the usual gear around here. But we're not following orders. It's not weird. Not weird at all. Still, the girl who works in the stable took one look at us. Took one look at all of us and left. She's far over there and won't come back. Doesn't she know we're the real deal? We're the Zone Eye survey team. This is all super official. It's not weird.
Ah?
What are you thinking? You guys are all making our research team look like fools. I think you do look weird. So, there, chew on that. Yeah, you're all wrong. We're following Princess Zelda's orders. How did this happen? I was the last member of the team to reach this survey location. By then, everybody else was dressed like this by order of Princess Zelda. Why would she give such a strange command? Mind and body is one. Haha, from now on, we of the survey team must pursue excellence on two fronts at once, mind and body. Princess Zelda, in all her brilliance, has given us marching orders. We must live up to her expectations. Huff, huff. Phew, good evening, traveler. You have interested in the brilliant guidance of Princess Zelda too? The order she gave to the survey team was this, word for word. We will only find our future if we chart a new course, leaving the safety of indoor study for exploration in the wild. So prepare your mind and body, and then explore in underpants. And traveler, I will tell you, when Princess Zelda gave our team those marching orders, we marched. So that's why we're here, surveying monsters in our underwear. Underpants. Why not join our efforts here? Our survey team has never felt more adventurous than in our underpants. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm good though, thank you. Come here, I want to talk to you. 1 point. to the pony points. Sweet. Goodbye. Alright, I want to redeem my pony point. I probably should have like listened to what he was saying, but I didn't. 23 points, you get a knight's saddle and a knight's bridle. Here you go. Woohoo! It boasts additional armor to protect the horse's neck, head, and neck. If I save up just 3 more points, fancy, you'll get an extravagant saddle and extravagant bridle. We appreciate your patronage. You're so welcome. Break time. Well, I don't see Bird Brain here either, so you know what? Maybe we're good. Oh, never mind. He's right there. I take that back. I'm just blind. Underpants? They were our partner. Have you seen all the men in underpants at this table? Oh yeah, I have.
Oh.
I've been listening to the chirps and warbles from my sources. They say that Princess Zelda ordered all the members of the Zonai survey team to dress that way. This spot used to see a lot of travelers coming through here on their way to Goron City. They've been mostly taking a new road now, so monsters have been making their home in this area. I've been telling folks that it's too dangerous around here to walk around in just their underpants. They won't listen to me though, they insist they're following Princess Zelda's orders. I've also heard that some of these underdressed men have set off to explore a little place near here. They went to look into a monster den up this mountain road and haven't come back yet. Okay. Why would Princess Zelda give such a reckless order to the survey team? These chirps and warbles are going to give us a real story to report on. I just know it. Interesting. And things are about to get scary. Wonderful. Guess I just keep going this way until I find monsters. Death Mountain marker number 1, climbing path to trailhead. Okay. Don't need to see this for the 900th time. It's fine. We're good. It's not needed. Alright, let's find us some monsters. And naked people. Oh no. He needs to reach his friend. I missed the lizard. Your friend and I got separated. He's all the way over there. Well, there's some Zonai device stuff right here next to us. I guess I can take care of this real quick. It'll be somewhat fast. Alright, knucklehead. Get on. I expected this to float. It does not. Unless I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I can put that, like... I don't know, on the bottom of the board, perhaps? I'm gonna come over here. Unless I just missed a part up there. I don't know if I did. Suppose I can go check real quick. Could just use one of these, maybe. Maybe the board is what's causing it to sink. Maybe I just use like a regular old wooden plank. Maybe there's just too much weight. Quiet, you. Get on here. Yeah. Alright. Let's try this again. See if it'll work this time. Don't have expectations that it will, but, you know. It'd help if I put it in the water, I guess. It already looks like it's sinking. This is gonna go poorly. Surprisingly, it's like working, so never mind. I'll take it. Alright, come little one. Let's get you to your friend. Yes, give me your seeds. Woohoo. Now I can go back and try to find those monsters. And people in their underpants. It's a weird thing to say, but it is the goal. No, I don't want to use that. I want to use this. Ruby and Topaz. Nice. Goodbye. What was that? Oh, okay. Ow! It's like the chicken things from Jedi Survivor all over again. Oh god. I've been having the urge to replay it. I'm resisting it. But it's so tempting. Ah, here we go. I'm sure these guys are perfectly safe. You don't need to be here at all. We can just leave. Here I go. Ah, Princess Zelda has given the order, so here we go. Sango. It won't be scary if we both go together all at once. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Aw.
Sango, why didn't you go? You didn't move either, Rant. What's going on? Ah! What? Oh, it's you. I thought it was a monster. We're trying to conduct research on the monsters holed up in this cave. But look at us. We're hardly geared up to deal with any threats. We can't bring ourselves to go in there. Our research is at a standstill.
Ah.
Princess Zelda sent out a very specific direction for us on the survey team, and it's this word for word. We will only find our future if we chart a new course. Yeah, we already read that. She wants them in their underpants. I know Princess Zelda wants us to do it this way, but we're really only members of the survey team.
Aw.
It's scary enough to deal with monsters and equipment, but without any? Sigh. If only someone could do this, show us how it's done, well, then we could try to do it without gear too.
Oh.
You'll need to go in wearing as little as we are. Are you sure about this? I don't know. Now then, I'll hold on to your other clothes and any equipment you may have. Oh boy. I'm scared.
Ah.
Just give me a shout when you want your equipment back.
Oh.
We'll hold back and learn your methods. From a distance, we're just not confident in the whole physical side of things. Okay. For our princess. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Naked and afraid. Let's do it. What do I have? I have no weapons. I'm gonna have to pick up some of the stuff in here. And I have no sages. They're really making my life difficult. But it's okay. I have a thick stick, and that's all I need. When you have a thick stick, you need nothing else in life. I take it back, I might need a little more. Please don't turn around, sir. Traveler's Claymore. Solid 6 damage. Progress. I'm gonna sneak up on this guy. They're all just dancing. It's kinda cute. It did nothing. Because I need to take out his armor. But I don't know how to do that in here. Ow. I wonder what's in these crates, if anything. Arrows. Probably shouldn't use my best sword to break those open. Actually, now that I think about it. Ow. This might be a tough one. He just threw his friend. Amazing. got a shield now. Sweet. Okay. Hopefully to steal the meat off the fire for easy health recovery. Yeah. I noticed that was there. I just haven't grabbed it yet. What am I gonna do about you? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do about him? I'm a fool. Don't you dare. Stop that. Here we go. Not the fire. Not the fire again. Let me eat some of this delicious steak. I'm just not doing great against this guy. His weapon is just so much faster than mine. Seared steak. There's no one here but us chickens. No, he's throwing rocks. I was hoping he wouldn't see me. I'd like to try to sneak up on him. That requires me to get out of his line of sight for a while, which I don't know if that's gonna happen. Do you still know where I am? Yep, unfortunately he does. Yeah, you're not so strong now, are you? Oh, dork. Okay. Now him, on the other hand, he's a problem. Amber, sweet. Okay, maybe he's not that big of a problem. Let's beat him with a wooden stick. How's it feel? You got killed by a wooden stick, dork. What a noob. Okay, I think that's everything in the cave. I think I can leave here now. And, feel like I've accomplished something. Like I'm a true warrior. And then go and immediately fight Ganon using only my underwear. I'm sure that will go well.
Oh.
Wow, you survived. I actually beat them.
Huh?
What? You really defeated the monsters using, while wearing only your underwear? I'm gonna tell the other members of the team about your stunning work here. Please join us back at Foot's stable. I'm not sure this was the best of ideas, because now they're gonna try it, and they're probably all gonna die very gruesome, brutal deaths. But, you know, as long as I can show off by beating monsters in my underwear, then it was worth it.
Ah.
Thank you. Okay, then I'll return the gear that I was holding for you. Thank you. We'll head back to Foothill's stable and wait for you there. Very kind. Thank you. For our princess. Let's head back. The smart way. It is pretty impressive to see how many monsters I could beat off in my underwear. Oh, Mia.
Oh.
And that being the first thing he says when I get back. Oh my god. Everyone, this is the one who did our survey team a great service, defeating the monsters in just his own hands.
Oh.
Incredible. Please tell us this, how this is actually done.
Oh.
Excuse me. What's all this with wearing only underpants?
Hmm?
That broke me. Oh, sorry. I guess you haven't. I guess you haven't heard Princess Zelda's orders for all of us on the survey team yet. It's funnier. Why am I still laughing? It's so dumb. Oh my god. She said we had to leave the comfort of studying outdoors. She ended with these words. So prepare your mind and body and then explore in underpants. No, I got the order too. That's why I'm all the way out here doing research. But what Princess Zelda really said was, so prepare your mind and body and then explore all other parts. That makes more sense. Paths, not parts. I am an idiot. Not what you guys thought. What's that? Then all this time we've spent doing our own survey research in our underpants was a total waste of time? Well, I'm glad they've reached this conclusion. Well, not entirely. Princess Zelda did say to strengthen our mind and body, and to go outside, to push ourselves, to excel like never before. Is that not the spirit of what we were trying to do? Our methods as teachers have been truly tested.
Ah.
Come on, let's return to our work and keep this high standard forever. I thought of it again. Just... almost broke again. I see. So the chirps and warbles that started us off here really paid off in the end. What a story. Our team here botched the listening part and went overboard with the doing part. Still, that's commitment. Well, one thing's for sure, Princess Zelda really is a top-notch leader. What a powerful inspiration she is. We've worked together on 10 of the stories relating to Princess Zelda. There's never time for break, you know. I'd better make sure Tracy hears the details of what happened here. Go on and add this to your nest egg, partner. Give me that rupee. Oh yeah.
Ah.
The newspaper has been doing really well, and Tracy sent us a little bonus as a result. It's nice to see that she values our hard work so much. Go on, take it. More rupees! Let's go! With that, I'll take wing. This story isn't going to write itself after all. So long. Goodbye, pen. Bird brain. Yes, hello Jordan. How are you doing? Alright, I guess now I head over to Gerudo. You were waiting 29 minutes for an entrance. And you felt saying the word idiot was truly the most magnificent entrance you could come up with. You could have said that 2 seconds in and it would have still applied.
Well, we stayed focused even in the worst situation. I don't know how you're doing.
Good. Well done, Mia. Idiot was a wasted entrance, but it really needed to be said. Well, thank you. I feel so loved. You know what? I should wear some good clothing. Are these the only pieces of heat-resistant clothing I have? Do I not have, like, a torso? Well. Hidden metal. Wow. That was very difficult. I almost didn't figure it out. Once again, that was so confusing. I almost didn't get it. Well. Alright. I'm not gonna say anything the rest of the shrine. Shut up, Mia. Nobody asked you. What if there's something up there? There's a chest. Listen. I'm not talking, I'm speaking. there's a difference. Probably. You were looking forward to the not talking. Well, I do nothing but disappoint, so you're welcome. I was gonna say you'll be happy to know I'm confused and don't know what to do, but I figured it out, so it wasn't a problem. Easy peasy. Does that mean I have 4? Yeah, I can get another heart. We love hearts. Although that will have to wait a minute because there's a stable near here somewhere. Over here. Isn't confused by natural state? No, that's dumb. Confused is like the second tier, you know? But dumb comes first. Hello, doggo. Where's the well? There it is. Hey, Pen. What's up, Pen Pal? Oh, good. They're all here. How handy. Up. Wrong person. There we go. How long I've been building the pen pal? Not long at all, actually. Just thought of it. Believe it or not. I don't know if this blade is the smartest to be using against this guy. We're gonna roll with it. Sure, it'll be broken soon enough anyways, yeah. I couldn't even kill a single enemy with that weapon. Good. Wonderful. Awesome. Oh, I don't have a shield equipped. Should probably put one of those on. That would help. Let's just run through all my weapons here. I spent like 3 weapons on this one guy. Good Lord, my dude. You're fried, bud. Alright. Oh, I need to get out of the way. There we go. Use silver. That explains a lot. Okay. Is there something else behind me? Oh yeah, there is. Hello. Hey Mia, it's your favorite sound. Why you gotta do that, bro? Is that necessary? Yeah, gang up on him. Kill him. Thank God. Hardy truffle. that was the first well you went down back when you kind of accidentally beelined it straight for Gerudo Town. Thank you. That one was a little worrisome, but it turned out to be fine. It wasn't so bad after all. Okay. Hey, it's our friend. Trying to hold that thing up. I'm not gonna add any further context to that statement. I'm looking for building supplies, but I do not see any building supplies. Therefore, I don't know how to help him. Besides, maybe using boulders. Wait, I'm freezing now? Oh, because it's night. It's like, why am I taking damage all of a sudden? Oh, will that just... Will this just work? Or will just this work? English? It'll be fine. It worked. Jordan. With your help, President Hudson is now standing proudly and firmly in place. Yeah. My rupees, sweet, thank you. Yeah, I'm very hungry actually. Chili mushroom, rice balls, heat resistance. And a sleepover ticket. Tell you what, after what Jordan just sent me, I'm never giving him a sleepover ticket. How rude. How mean. Why are there so many crates in here? What is this? Where's the Master Sword when I need it? Oh, good job making it in here. Fancy seeing you up and about. Not the type to set with the sun, are you? I mean, it's impressive that you came all this way, but the stable has closed its doors for good. Thanks to this extreme weather, almost no one rides through here. We get very few visitors of any sort. Making things worse, Princess Zelda gave the order that everybody had to stay away from our well. But we need that water, not to mention the mushrooms that grow inside it. It's only temporary. It'll help, she said. I'll be right back to fix it, she said. And then she completely abandoned us. Oh, sorry about that. The sadness just gets me to me sometimes. Anyway, if you're looking for a place to rest, I recommend Kara Bazaar. Just head out here, turn west, and keep going for a while, and you'll find it. It's a bit of a hike, but if you can find some transportation at the desert's entrance, you can get there in no time. As for me, I've got a mountain of junk to clear out, so I'll get back to it. I can't leave a mess when I close things down. But just how am I going to deal with all this stuff? Do I just need to clear the boxes? Yeah, he just wants to dispose of all of it. Okay. Well, what weapons do I have that I don't care if I lose? Suppose this one. Never mind. You know what? Idea. Dumb idea? Maybe. But... wasn't the worst idea I've ever had. stop. Ah. Feel comfortable doing this with how many I have. Wouldn't have caught me doing this recently, though. Or somewhat recently. I didn't have a ton a couple streams ago. I don't know when I started getting a lot of them, but I suddenly do, so. Yay. Woohoo. So many roasted acorns, saving up for a certain chipmunk. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm glad you did. Sorry, but I need to focus on cleaning this place up right now. Whoa, huh? All the junk is just gone? Did you miss the part where I was shooting arrows with explosives in here and you were like telling me to stop? Did you forget that somehow? I wasn't sure what you were up to, truth be told, but clearly it was all part of masterfully removing that junk. Yep. You saved me, thank you. I sort of let the junk pile build up until I blocked the entrance, which was a real problem. There's still some work to be done, but thanks to you I can get out of this place. That said, given that I'm wearing the uniform and this stable's still standing, would you be my final customer? Okay, welcome to the Gerudo Canyon Stable. You, sir, have the honor of being the very last guest this stable will ever have. And that, dear customer, deserves some commemoration. In the form of 1 pony point. Thank you. Well, that happens to be the end of my time as a stable hand. It's been a pleasure, sir, and I sincerely hope your journey ahead is a fruitful one. Now then, I have a little more junk to clear away, so I better get back to it. Thank you again for all your help. Huh? Oh, I forgot about those. The Stable Association sent those with frames a while back. They just sort of got buried under all the junk. Oh, what are they? They're even nicer than I thought. Maybe a little art on the walls would be nice, just so the stable's final days don't have to be so lonely. Interesting. So I guess this is just a stable that's closing. That's kind of a cool little detail. He daydreams heavily. That makes 2 of us. Why would she do this? Whoa. Hello there, partner. What's brought you all the way out here? I'd heard that visitors stopped coming to the stable, so this place had to shut down. But here you are. The severe chill around here is nothing to sneeze at, but look at you kid strutting around like it's just another day. I've come to the stable because my sources were chirping about a problem with the well here. Actually, I saw Princess Zelda. They said Princess Zelda caused the problem. She shut down this well and declared it off limits. I should have talked to him before going down there. But without its waters, the stable couldn't keep travelers' horses or the workers refreshed. The well also provides a steady supply of mushrooms to folks here. So why the princess want everyone to stay away from it? That's the big question. What we're short on is answers. The owner, who's stuck here, is just as puzzled as anyone else. And I can't weasel down the well to see what she was so concerned about. My wings are too wide. Look, I just wish there was some way we could get more details. But it seems like the deadest of dead ends to me. Well, so there were a pile of monsters behind the pile of rocks. I can't help thinking the princess knew about the monster den. She must have had a barricade put up to seal away those creatures and protect everyone here. Now, why the princess didn't say so, that's a mystery. But maybe she wanted to keep any panic from spreading. Maybe it was only a very temporary measure, but then she disappeared. Yep, a little speculation on my part, but that's gotta be the story here. What do you say? Holds up, right? Our job is to follow the facts, and that's where they take us. We've worked together to chase 11 of the stories relating to Princess Zelda. Just as expected, partner, Tracy made the right call in bringing you on. Go on, add this to your nest egg, partner. Got another 100 rupees. We got a bonus of another 100 rupees. Let's go. We need to make some educated guesses with our story, more than we normally do, but I'll stand by this piece. We know our princess after all. She had to have everyone's safety in mind. I'll get the writing this all up for the paper. You take care of yourself. So long. Goodbye. Did I miss one? Have I not finished one of these quests? Oh boy. Should I just go back and speak with him? Because I don't know how many there were. I don't know if it says. It's probably in the side quests. As the newspaper editor Tracy says, people all over Hyrule have been seeing someone who might be Princess Zelda. She wants you and Pan to dig up whatever newsy details you can by visiting stables. I visited them all, and I think I've talked to all of them. I don't know. Let me travel there and just see what's up. Suppose I figured he would have said something if we'd done them all, but I don't know. Barbie earns the biggest preview debut at the domestic box office in 2023 with 22.3 million. And it's quote tweeted by somebody saying, "Go woke, go broke." I love it. Good stuff. I still have dueling stables to go. I'll check in a second. Let me talk to them, just see. Check in with her and she'll tell me for sure. Wood. We love wood around here. Hello, Tracy. I forgot you existed until I read the mission description. Ah, hello, Link. Working hard at such a late hour? Good, good. Now the blizzard has finally stopped, my sisters and I can get back to work. Duma headed off to the northeast towards Goron City. I think she's looking into a rumor about some kind of underground city there. She's a little too quick to trust people, in my opinion. I hope she's not chasing a lead that goes nowhere. By the way, how are you and Pin doing? Everything going okay? Did you lose track of your partner? Let's see, right now, you should be at, confessing at Dueling Pete's stable in West Necluda. The clan recently sent the paper a statement concerning Princess Zelda, you see. Definitely shook me at first, but then I reminded myself that it could just be a bunch of hot air. Regardless, I asked Pin to figure out if it was true or not. He puts on a pretty confident act, but Pin is still a rookie reporter. There's a number of things he hasn't got a handle on yet, so take care of him. The Demon King, or whatever he's called, showed up. Nothing is going how we'd like it. But until Princess Zelda has been found, we need to keep focusing on finding clues about her. Remember, there's a crowd, there are rumors. Canvass the stables and see what you can find out. I pronounced that completely wrong the first time. You love steak. I don't. I mean, good for you. I don't know where that came from, but hey, that's awesome. Alright, let's go to Dueling Pink, which I think is over here somewhere. There. You read that so late, it wasn't funny anymore. That's implying it was funny to begin with. Which I'm not convinced it was. Sorry. Have I been in this well? I think I have. I feel like I remember going in a well within a well. Wells within wells within wells interlinked. It was so witty and clever, timely to what I just said, while also calling back to a very funny reference. I will take your word for it. Whoops. Yay, more amber. Sweet. I'm trying to remember what I need that for. I think it was for upgrading the Hylian armor. Among other things, I'm sure, but I feel like that is what... Actual way to sleep. Hey, you came. Giggleful. Listen. Dumb stuff makes the world go round, okay? I do feel like I've been here. But there are fairies, so you know what? It's worth checking out again. I got a frog. Got another frog. Come on down, fairy. Yes, thank you. No way, come back. Yes! Okay. I think I can... I was gonna say I can get out of here, but there's a bomb flower, so that's a lie. I must pick it up. Remember when I started playing this game and I had no clue what I was doing? Fun times. I still have no clue what I'm doing, but I feel like I have a much better grasp on what I'm doing now compared to back then when I couldn't remember what half the controls were. Didn't know how to throw things. Didn't know how to build things. We've made progress. Okay. Oh, Pin, where are you? I don't have a better grasp, I have a Mia. That can maybe be argued. Is he in here? No. What's up, Beetle? Is he like on the roof or something? Have I just missed him? Did I see him earlier and just not talk to him? Maybe he's up here? You're a Korok, you're not a flying bird. Oh, he's up there. No wonder I didn't see him before. Is he below me? Oh, he's still above me. Okay. What's up? How dare those Yiga? Ah! Oh phew, it's just you, partner. I should have known you'd turn this midday hour to your advantage and sneak up on me. Humph. My feathers really are ruffled, aren't they? Oh no, you're spooking me isn't... Oh no, you spooking me isn't what I'm talking about, although that did a number on me too. Princess Zelda, was Princess Zelda. She was kidnapped. Have you heard of a Yiga, partner? They're a gang of lowlifes who worship an evil entity and plot against Princess Zelda, and now they claim that they've kidnapped her. What's more, they're not even worried about being found. In fact, they sent a message to the newspaper. We've taken Zelda to the carved-out heart of the towering twins. Understandably, Miss Tracy is all worked up over this news. I came here because of the word twins. It made me think of Dueling Peak Stable. But I haven't found any other clues so far. There must be something. Partner, we cannot allow chirps and warbles of evil to go unanswered. I'm allergic to going up this thing the right way. I really am. It's a challenge, okay? Okay. The word twins seems to have caught Pen's attention. It's like the Twin Mountains, right? Is that what these are? Going like at the top of these? I don't know. So Bird Bro only came here to see the twins. I can respect that. I hate that we have the same come up with similar jokes. I didn't say a thing, but I will be the first to admit I thought it. But you just come out and say it. So you know what? Good for you. Slip resistant, my butt. Could be honest with you. Oh, I guess that's better. Okay. I guess I just can't jump while doing that. Or I can. Maybe it's because I put them on while climbing and that didn't... We both have an awful sense of humor, yes. You can shut it. Mia, I don't think anybody would notice if he went missing. Just saying. What am I doing this for when I could just be halfway intelligent and do this? Is that Kakariko over there? Yeah, it is. Okay. For a second there, I could have fast traveled up to this stupid shrine. For half a second there, I thought I was on the west side of the map, not the east side. That Sky Island is awfully close to the ground. Check the Sky Island above me. Alright. Sure, there's a faster way to get there, but I'm climbing the mountain. I've started it, dedicated to it, it's happening. I don't know if I'm gonna make it though. I jumped one too many times, perhaps. Couldn't be you and give you all the shortcuts. Well, I know you like shortcuts, miss. I had a duplication glitch. I had 1,000,000 rupees by the time I finished playing the game. That's your voice. That's what you sound like. It's canon. I don't care if there's voice recordings of you out there. Doesn't matter. You refuse to be shamed for playing smarter, not harder. Nope. Too bad. Is it this way? No. Is it this way? Yes. I feel like I've been here and I just don't remember what to do. What I did. What I was meant to do. Or maybe I've just been to a place that's similar? Correct. Nerd. I mean, there's a glider here, but what's the point? Do I just need to go over that way? To the other? I guess it's to go to the other ones. Fine. Okay, yeah, it's right side up. I feel like I didn't do that right. Like I should have had a little more oomph going on there. Didn't miss anything, did I? I know those things are there. I could use those, but maybe I did. What if I did this instead? Did that help? Oh no. Went back down. Alright, I think we got it. I figured it out, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Zonai charge. Hold. Does it automatically go to the Zonai charge if you're near one of these things? That's actually really handy. Because I feel like that is definitely not the thing I was hovering over last. Hey, look at that. Lots of stuff. Cool. I'm so glad I buy everything in those and then just never use the bubbles. Good stuff. Seek the crystal connected to the beam and offer it at the shrine. Do so, and I will grant you a light that banishes evil. It's all the way over there. Of course. Does it want me to go over there? Where's this thing want me to go? Don't see anything here. So I guess I just launched myself. I just don't know exactly where it wants me to go. Not that way, obviously. I'm gonna go for this way first, although I don't know. This seems far. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna work. I might have to come over here. Let's see if there's a wing device. There is! Look at that. But it does not have fans. There's a cannon, though. Or a laser. There's another wing. Ah, here's all the parts. How convenient. Okay. No, but didn't mean to do that. feel like a lot of this is overkill, but I don't care. Alright, let's give this a shot. See how it goes. Hopefully I don't accidentally blow myself up. Okay, we're good. Higher. 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 Oh god, no. Climb. Turn around. There we go. That's better. Kind of worked out perfectly. Alright. I can probably remove the cannon off of my thing. I don't think I need that at this point. It'll probably just do more harm than good. I'll just blow myself up with it. I'll take that off. And then I will be smart. Bring it over here. See if I can whack. Oh! Maybe I didn't do the smart thing. Okay, let's turn that off. I forgot it would keep going. We're good. We're fine. We're safe. What else was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna move the handle on this to being a little further up. If I could get it on top of the platform, there we go. So I can put the crystal in the middle. Alright, you giant block of kryptonite, let's go. Look at me using that pro tip that Mia gave me that one time. I'm not aiming for the truck. Uh-oh, what do you mean, uh-oh? What do you mean I'm so lucky? You talking about I was going to run out of battery? That was fine. I thought there's just a fan up there blowing. I was gonna run out of wing. Oh, well. Calculated. I knew that. I accounted for it. Wasn't a problem at all. I'm just that good. I've reached my limit of tweets for the day. Thank you, Twitter. Thanks, Elon. Doing great work. They're even limiting DMs now. Good stuff. Never had that happen. Really? I've had it happen so many times. It's very annoying. Okay, I came up here with the intention of doing something. Do I need to go back up to the top of that? Yeah, these are the Sky Islands. Okay. Unless I need to check out some of the smaller ones too, but... Beam me up. Isn't exactly a beam, but I'll take it. There's a little island down there. What's on that? Anything? Nothing at all? Just looks like an island I can use to get up. Okay. This time I just need to make sure I get up higher. And then... Well, I don't have the, I won't have the cannon on it this time, which I think should make the battery run down a little slower, maybe? Question mark? Oh, I needed it the other way. There we go. I don't know if having those stuck together is going to be an issue or not, but we'll see. It'll be a learning experience. Control rod. Whatever they're called. I always forget what the game actually calls them. A steering stick. One battery down. I'll probably lose two. Look at that. Smooth sailing. Okay, I don't really see anything else up here. I'm sure there's something over here, but... There wasn't even a Korok under that rock. What a shame. What a shame. Oh, but there's this one. Maybe there's something in here. Well, I know why there's a rock over here. Woohoo! Bye-bye. I see nothing else. My first thought is to jump down to the peaks. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm open to feedback on that idea. If I do jump, I should do it somewhere off in this direction. I don't know which peak I would go to either. Have I been down there? I think so. Maybe not. No, I haven't, actually. Maybe I should. Unless I haven't, I'm just misremembering. Who knows? certainly don't remember coming across all these. I don't know what I would need to do with them, really, but... Okay, well this is also not very helpful in the slightest. No, the Twin Peaks was highlighted in red, I think. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. It's not up here. It's certainly not a main mission. Twin Peaks was a David Lynch show. Yes, yes it was. Never watched it. I've seen clips, and it just seems very David Lynch. Which means I have no idea what was going on. Watched it. Couldn't tell you what it was about. Seems about right. I could say the same for any of his movies that I've watched. Am I crazy? I feel like the quest should be here, and I'm just like apparently missing it. Unless I finished it. I don't think I did. I don't know. What am I doing? The Finding Zelda challenge thing for challenge. Quest for Dual Peaks. I don't remember exactly what the mission was. Something about drop down to the slightly smaller of the Twin Peaks? Okay. Well, dude, I'm trying to find it in the quest menu. I just don't know which one it is. None of them mention anything about the peaks, which I could have sworn it did when I looked at it before. But maybe I'm mistaken. Most of these are like not anywhere nearby. Okay. Where are the mountains? They're right here. I think this one would be smaller. Do I just need to take out the monsters? Was that what it was? Maybe I need to go over here. They mentioned they captured Zelda or something, right? Yeah, okay, it's over there. That's right. Okay. I'm gonna check one more time. Because I could have sworn it was in here. But maybe it's just not. None of these are at all related to that. Okay. Oh well. I'm sure this is the real Zelda. Absolutely. Oh, Link, you came to save me. You recognize who I am, right? Zelda! I knew you'd come and save me. Quickly, let's do something to open this cage. Can't wait for the transformation. Only the valiant gold-haired knight known as Link could move such a sturdy cage like that. Bahahaha, I knew we'd lure in some heroic wannabes if we used Zelda as bait, but we even managed to snare you. Hey, don't worry. Once we find the real Zelda, we'll send her to you. Or to join you, promise. Alright, everybody, this is definitely the golden-haired boy. Get him. Don't move. This goes completely differently if you roll up in the full Yiga outfit. Well, I have to see that play out now. That sounds fun. Unfortunately, I don't have the full outfit. I think I'm missing pants? Can't run, coward. We won't let you get away. I wasn't trying to get away. I was trying to come kill you. Doofus. That was so hard. I didn't think I was going to survive. Well, I'll let you off easy for now, but don't get used to it. We won't hold back next time. Be prepared. So long.
Aye.
Hey, what's up? I've been circling the area for leads. I was sure that the word twins in the vicious letter was referring to the dueling peaks. You couldn't have flown up here and checked beforehand. No, I'm not so sure. I found nothing at all anywhere around here. What about you? Have you found, or have you figured anything on your end? Yeah. The guy, me, without wings, somehow got up here and managed to figure out what was going on before you. Unbelievable. What? You're saying the Yiga sent us that letter all to lure you into a trap? Or why would the Yiga give a hoot about your partner? Not your partner, you partner. Kind of tooting your own horn there a little bit. Anyway, getting back on track here, it's a huge relief knowing that Princess Zelda wasn't actually kidnapped. We worked together to chase 12 of the stories relating to Princess Zelda. I can't hear the chirps and warbles of the little birds anymore. Seems like this was the final rumor about Princess Zelda. I'm gonna report back to Tracy. This means that it'll probably be the last addition to your nest egg partner. 300 rupees. Let's go. I don't think there's a reporter anywhere else in Hyrule who makes the kind of money we're making. It really goes to show you how much how much the newspaper values you. If I'm being honest though, I have a feeling our days of swooping in on scoops are at an end. Sniff. Ah, some water must have gotten caught up under my goggles. It really was a blast, partner. All that's left is to head back to the Lucky Clover Gazette and let Tracy know that the job's finished. I'll head off and start pecking away at an article about the Yiga clan scheme. People need to know the truth. So long. Goodbye. Alright, I guess I should head over there then. Here we go. Back to it. I'm probably gonna need some warmer clothes, huh? No, we're fine. I guess I do... No, I don't have anything on. That's... I guess this isn't like a fully snowy area. Maybe we can relax a little. I don't know about that.
Wow.
Aha, our trusty reporter. So, Link, Pins filled me in on all the latest. We're relieved that you managed to get to the bottom of every one of those rumors about Princess Zelda. And our paper's circulation is stronger than ever. I'm almost speechless. Enough of that, you probably just want one, I promise. Well, fair enough, here's what you earned. The Froggy Hood. A good hood for a rainy day. This perfectly weighted headband keeps the wearer focused and stabilized, making it easier to climb wet, slippery surfaces. What do you think? Pretty good, huh? That will really help you stick to wet surfaces without slipping. In the end, we didn't actually uncover where Princess Zelda is, but now I know just who to call when we get another good lead. Till then, Link, you keep doing what you do. Your part in all this will be clear soon enough, I bet. As for Pin, well, I've given him some time off with pay, well deserved too. He did a lot of reporting. I did tell him, hey, you say something to nice to that partner after all this. I think I put him on the spot, Link. He looked at me in an odd way and flew off with barely a sore lung. How sad. He was right in the middle of writing a news article too. I can't say I know what that was about. He's bottling up something. He's bottling something up. Maybe. I think this is actually what I said, but who cares? Alright, we did it. We've done all the sightings. Took a while, but we got there. I feel like I've probably done this. Maybe I should head back to this goofball and just check it out. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. Yet another person succumbs to Link's silent charms. Pin was in love. I keep getting notifications from Duolingo that tells me I'm back on track. I haven't used the app in literally 2 years. I don't know what it's talking about.
Hey!
My Purah Pad is nowhere near its full capability yet. So which feature do I want to add? Sensor Plus. Unbelievable. You've got all that data. And then I can install the light sensor upgrade of... The light sensor. I can install that sensor upgrade right away. Let me have the Purah Pad for a moment. Congratulations, Tanner. You're back on track. Yeah. Presenting Sensor Plus.
Whoa.
That's my compendium database. It's got everything you could possibly want to find details about. Oh yes, it's all there. Creatures, monsters, materials, equipment, and even different kinds of treasure. In short, a perfect collection of what you might one day achieve in your own high-roll compendium on the Purah Pad. Curious? I invite you to access the database and see it for yourself. Oh yes, I should prepare orientation instructions for this feature too. Hang on a minute. Okay. At last, your Purah Pad is perfect, and that means you are perfect. Oh, thank you. That is the objective truth, I am very pleased to say. See, guys, he thinks I'm perfect. At least somebody cares. Because with all that, you'll make infinitely better progress in your search for Princess Zelda. Now, when you find Princess Zelda, be sure to tell her that you couldn't have done it without my Purah Pad improvements. Y'all, we all know what happened. I know what happened to Zelda. Okay, maybe you guys don't. But it's, you know, you should just get smart. I don't care that somebody cares. Wow. So I can track, like, individual monsters and stuff too, huh? I can track his night deposits. I can track stall horses, woodland boars. Let's try it. I guess I'd have to be close to one. So, you know what? It's not overly helpful. Never mind. I'm not gonna try it. Okay, well that's out of the way. What else is there? It's becoming clear that there are 13 tablets documenting the Age of Legends. Yeah, okay. So that's the one where I had to take pictures. I still need to capture 8 stone tablets. Go ahead. Try explaining to them what happened to Tanner. Tell them what happened to Zelda. Don't leave out any details. Listen. Sir. My GF got booted back in time. Okay? Then a sword magically traveled through time to her so that it could be fixed. Oh, and while she was there, she met the first king and queen. Alright? She met Ganon. Real bad dude. And then in order to get the sword back to me, she decided to turn into a dragon. Crazy stuff. Well, he doesn't seem to not think it's true. He didn't really have much of a reaction. I think he's still processing. He hasn't said a thing. I don't think he's going to. Oh, this one's actually close. Right, I can tail her. He's shocked to his core, he just has a very stoic exterior, I'm sure. You probably didn't hear he's old. You mumble your way through that. I mumble my way through everything. So. Okay, which one was my house? I think it's the one way back here. All by its lonesome. So what you're saying is he's like my grandpa, who definitely can't hear a thing. But refuses to admit it. Oh yeah, he's like you. Old. What Mia said. Gramps. I kid. You're not that old. At least I hope you're not. Because it means in like 10 years I'll be that old and I don't want to think about it. Okay. Let's go tail someone. What are the pings on my map for? In fact, where are they? Are they down here? That one is. Growing old is natural. Happens to all of us. Not that Mia knows what growing is. Oof. Mia, he has you there. Loves fire burns forever. Sure, things are peaceful in the old village, but it's a jungle out there in the world. That's why I stick around here, checking out the scene, making sure no strangers put out the moves on Miss Ivy. Wait, I mean, I'm on guard duty to make sure no strangers come in from outside to disturb the peace. Mm-hmm. And also passed as a kind follow-up to the friend of a friend conversation we were having. Remember how when we were wondering what kind of present would make Miss Ivy from the general store happy? If you have any answers, buddy, now's the time for them. It's not like I can just go ask her directly. Okay, well, it wants me to follow her. Do I need to go inside? There's no time to waste. Oh, you again. I've got a long to-do list in preparation for the mayoral election, and the sooner I get started, the better. The answer should go without saying, but you are, of course, undecided. Oh, if you haven't thrown in with your line with either candidate, then welcome to Team CC. That settles that, I trust. It's plain for all to see that I am a show-in for the next mayor. Or so one would think. Yet there are still stragglers in this village supporting Reed. They need a mental makeover. And so, I have a fabulous plan to give out the mushrooms to Reed supporters. Mushrooms are synonymous with the CC brand. Fungal fashion is the CC way. The mushrooms I give them will paint them inside and out with fresh, vibrant CC brand colors. You're gonna paint them inside? That's concerning. Although Sophie and I must mind the shop, where will we find someone to we can trust to carry out this vital task? There's a magic word. Those are the magic words I was waiting for. You're a lifesaver. Now then, you'll be needing this. These mushrooms are for the villagers, Reed supporters. It's easy to recognize them by how unstylish they are. My supporters are all expert fashionistas dressed up to the nines in CC. This should go without saying, but don't give one to anyone in Reed's family. There's also no need to give them to children, travelers, or any temporarily residents like the Sheikah researchers. That leaves us with, unless I miss my guess, a total of 8 Reed supporters. Your mission is simple. Give a single Highland shroom to each of those 8 misguided voters. Well, off you go. Oh no. Okay, well, I don't know when she leaves. That's the problem. Do I go up? Is that what I need to do? Maybe she just leaves at a certain time? I have to wait for said time? I don't know. Guess it's maybe up here. Nope. I think I just have to wait. Perhaps. Not like that. That was a fail. There we go. Better. Suppose I could go ahead and start handing out these mushrooms, maybe. What a weird thing to say. Greetings and salutations. Being very sneaky. Look, I'm waiting. But nothing's happening. You. Can I give you a mushroom? Yeah, he's talking to me, so is there anything special bringing you to Hitini Village at this hour? We all have our veggies, Cece's fashion, and just those two things, really. So you know, not much point attacking our homes or anything. Well, he's actually pretty handsome now that I get a good look. Oh. Hey, I have a good idea. You should take this and not ask any questions. I have many questions. You swept me off my feet so fast that I gave you one of my prized eggs. Man, you're moving fast. We just met, she's giving me your eggs already? That's crazy, dude. No more, though. Just forget what happened here today. How could I ever forget? Your heart is like a cuckoo's egg. Easily given, but easy to break. Please find it in your heart to forgive what happened here today. Forget. Okay, it's forgotten. I feel like you weren't getting what I was going for there. Way to kill the mood. Did you need something? Have a Hylian shroom. You bought this from Cece? Oh wow, thank you. There's a lot of ways you can prepare mushrooms. They're tasty on their own too. I just like them, okay? But that's when they're food. When you make them fashion, you lose me. It wasn't so long ago that doing stuff like that was completely unheard of here. The farm families don't know what to make of it either. Can you blame them? Woohoo, 7 left. You have a mushroom head. You're good. As do you. Oh, I have to talk to her. Tried following her several times myself, you know, but she's incredibly alert and spotted me immediately. Since I can't do it myself, and since the mayoral election is so close, I really need your help with this. I don't know if this is gonna matter, but let me put on some sneaky pants. Better sneaky pants. Did she leave already? I don't see her. Must have missed her. Here, you. Have a shroom.
Oh.
Nothing like handing out some shrooms to strangers.
Ah.
Just go to the silo across the street and check in from above. This one? Here, I see. Perfect. I do believe nobody saw me. I'm free to enjoy another night, or I'm free to enjoy another of my late night meals in secret. How I enjoy my nightly vegetables. The shine, the luster, the fragrance. Yes, indeed. Now this is luxury dining. And so, without further ado, let us tuck in. Crunch, munch, crunch. Sigh, so scrumptious. The crisp, smooth taste is a sign that they were grown on a diet of pure water. Thanks to the farmer's deft touch and the quality of the soil, I can even eat the skin without misgivings. Honestly, vegetables from anywhere but Xeno Village simply don't count. They're nowhere near as filling. Though I've built a reputation on flash and glamour, here in private I must admit the simple, unadorned things are the best. There's simply no denying it, alas. But now that I'm full for tonight, it's best that I return home. If I don't return quickly, Sophie might start to suspect something. Sophie might start to suspect something. It was kind of a little bit of a tongue twister. Or maybe I'm just stupid. It's also possible. Sorry about this. I know it's a tall order. I'm asking you to tail my sister. But I'm just so nervous about her. Really? The silo across the way? Yep. What? I thought she'd been hiding something big. Is that really all there is to it? I know my sister says a lot about charisma and style, and has to do everything in the most ostentatious way possible. But between you and me, her tastes are pretty plain. She loves the slow life here in Xeno Village. She probably told you she came back here because of development or whatever. But the truth is, she just wanted to eat the vegetables grown right here in her hometown again. At least I'm pretty sure that's the case. Either way, I'm so glad she wasn't up to anything scandalous. I want you to have this in exchange for helping me out. Oh, thank you. More mushrooms. My sister really is a handful sometimes. Both she and Reed want the same things, you know. I don't understand, or I can't understand, why the two of them don't just work together instead of going to such bizarre lengths. Well, because reasons. You have a mushroom hat, you have a mushroom hat. Ostentatious. Listen, it's getting late. I'm tired. I didn't care enough to try to pronounce it. Alright, leave me alone. I shouldn't take any without asking. Well. Ooh, there's a well. Have I done this well? I don't know. Probably? Maybe? Ostentatious. Are you happy? Okay, yeah, I've been here. This is the one that confused me because it was like quite large and I just didn't know where to go. Yeah, I see you trying to kill me. Oh, he's eating me. Never mind. He's gonna successfully kill me. Oh no, my shield was just one. Okay, that's fine. Come on. Ooh, so much amber. Okay. I think I have enough at this point to upgrade something. I should go give that a shot. Don't think I need that. I'm good. Let me come over here and smack some more of these rocks. Get some more amber. Till I can no longer find any more. Okay, never mind. We're leaving. We're good. Bye. I don't want to fight. It's never enough amber. The fairies always want more. Their greed knows no bounds. We can only scour the earth and pray. Maybe they just didn't like you very much. Have you considered that? Hey you! Have a mushroom. I have a shroom. You're so welcome. I like how I'm just doing people's political propaganda for them. Good stuff. And you have one. If, what's his name? Robbie? What if he counts? I doubt it, but... Also don't know if they're all gonna be outside, or if I'm gonna have to go inside. Oh, but there's someone here. Don't worry about that man. Oh, you're the customer I saw at the the Vintist clothing, aren't you? You know, from when they were talking about whether to go through with the mayoral election or not, it's become something of a hassle. They're both so stubborn. I wish I'd cleared the air between them and end this silly quarrel once and for all. But that's a moot point now. I have something else on my mind. I have to take care of this before the mayoral election starts. What's on your mind?
Ma.
Oh, you don't mind lending me an ear? I won't mince words. It's about my husband, Reed. That man of mine, he shuts himself up in our shed every night. I don't have the faintest idea what he's up to. When I ask, he just says it's a secret, and I can't get another peep out of him. I hate the idea of snooping on him. Plus, I think he'd catch me at it right away. But I get so worried when I think about whether whatever he's doing will affect his chances in the election. I was fit to burst if I couldn't find someone to talk about this. Good thing you came along. I'd like you to enter our shed at midday when my husband isn't around and see if you can figure out what he's doing. I'll pay you for your troubles, of course. The only problem I can see is that he keeps the place locked up tight. If you'd never fit through a window, but maybe you could dig a hole or something, well, you need to figure it out. Where at? In there? In this building? I'm assuming I'm gonna have to go through the well. It's morning, so I assume he's probably there right now. Not propaganda. Propaganda is illegal. This is vote buying. You're going to the royal dungeon if I get caught. So be it. I guess. Hey, the Master Sword's back. Sweet. Tireless frog. Are these all just connected? That would make sense. Yeah, I've been here. Okay. So let me go ahead and go up. And then sit by the fire. Wait till noon. That's kind of actually where I need to be. It was real close. Let me go ahead and mark that place. Big red marker. I'll go underground. It's not that far, I should be able to tell where it is. It's in this building right here, but just so I don't forget. I will mark it. Right here. You go up. Let's see what he's up to. Oh great, a book to read. Notes toward a new variety of pumpkin. I firmly believe that Hatino's village's charm is the delicious vegetables and milk from our farms. But there's just no denying that these things just aren't resonating with the youth nowadays, and I've got no business being mayor if I can't fix that. So I've got together with Knack, the best farmer in these parts, and we came up with a new type of pumpkin. The color, shape, and appearance are based on the CC brand aesthetic, which is popular with the young folk. We've hit a snag though. It might be a bit before we can achieve our goal of shipping the pumpkins out. Huh. Okay. Report back. Well, I don't even see her, but I do see the statue here, which I will take advantage of to go ahead and get a heart out of. I just kind of forgot I need to do that. Ta-da! He looks so emo. Look at him. The long hair, he's just looking with one eye. His face is covered. Is she gonna be in the house, perhaps? Oh no, this is him. Oh, you're the traveler saw Ventus clothing, right? Did you come to check up on me because you were worried? Yeah, I lost my head a little there. I'm not too proud of the way I behaved. But don't you worry about me. I have a couple tricks up my sleeve against Cece. I might not be able to pull one of them off in time for the mayoral election, so I'm focusing on the second plan to bring back a taste no one's tried here in years. What kind of taste? Way back when, my grandfather worked with someone from the village to create a special kind of food. It was too ahead of its time to catch on, so it never went further than the first trial run, but I never forgot it. Even today, I can still recall the gooey mouthfeel of the one bite my grandfather shared with me. In the back of my mind, I've always wanted to make it a signature staple of this village. If I could accomplish that, then I would have something that could stand up to Cece. Except, I can't remember who in the village my granddad worked with, or what they created. That seems like a problem. But now that I think about it, it also has a unique, pungent smell. If I could just smell that aroma again, it might jog my memory. But don't worry about my problems. I hope you have a nice, relaxing time in our village. Have you tried the fresh milk they make on the farm up the hill? I never start my morning without a glass. Okay. So we're gonna play both sides of the party. Of the election. Cool. I don't see her anywhere. That's fine though. I think right now I'm gonna go ahead and just go check out a ferry. And then I might go ahead and call it a night. Because it is 2:15. Well, if I get a job at one of the places I've interviewed with, it's a good chance that this will be a norm for me. So you know what? Maybe I should start getting used to it. What was I doing? Oh yeah. The ferry. That's right. Those guys just... they freak me out. Have I scanned one yet? I don't know if I got it. There we go. Nothing to see here. I was just taking a photo. Worry not. Hi, Mom. Me. I need even more amber for that. Jesus. Ugh. I have plenty of everything for that. And for that. You weren't kidding about always wanting more amber. Good lord. Pro tip, if I get the job, you don't need sleep, you don't need to work. You need to entertain me with Zelda streams. My boss will understand, I'm sure. Do you want me to enhance any of your other clothes? Let's see. I think the problem with this that I'm realizing is that you find this interesting, apparently. That concerns me. You're never kidding about how greedy the fairies are? Well, what I just didn't seem too bad. I'm sure it'll get significantly worse in the second level. Yep, it will. I had to use a star fragment for both of these. Ugh, that's rough. I'm gonna have to find more of those, I guess. I can go ahead and do this shock fruit, that's not a problem. If you didn't have the dupe exploit, you would not have been so well equipped. Period, it's so expensive. I'm realizing. See, these are also just shock fruits, that's not too bad. Alright. As much as I enjoy those animations, I don't think I need to see them every time. I wish you could kind of just upgrade in bulk, you know what I mean? I wish you could just select what you want to upgrade and it would just let you do it all at once. If any Nintendo game would let you do anything in bulk. Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, I can upgrade that more. How do you think they get that playtime up, you know? They gotta get all those hours sucked out of you. I know to completely finish this game, like, completionist, you have to put, like, 200 plus hours into it. I imagine that 200 plus hours... Well, half of those hours, so about 100 hours, is probably just spent in menus. That's the trick. That's how they get you. It seems doable. What else? What else? What else? I could do those. And those. And those. Sure. We'll go ahead and just upgrade all that we can. 200 hours is about what you did and it was not completionist. Well, I don't have to tell you. Let me do some research. How long to beat? That's my research. It's very, very important. It says for main story is 59 hours, main plus extra is 108, completionist 219. Granted, that could just mean like all the side quests and stuff as well, I suppose. Well, I think that would cover main and extra. I don't know. I wonder how many hours I have into it. I have 90 hours. I've streamed this game for 90 hours? That's ridiculous. Jordan, is this the first time you've learned how to type a message? I think you missed a word or two in there. How very you of him? Exactly. I genuinely want to know who pops up the most in the logs channel from making edits. You easily? I don't know. I don't know. I make a lot of small edits. But if I put money on it, I bet it's one of us. You barely make edits. You waste so much time making sure most of your stuff is good. Mm-hmm. Enhance away. Do I want to go with the trousers? Or the headband? Headband, obviously. Man, they're really sucking me dry here. Taking all my money. I could do those. I don't know. Those... I could possibly need those materials for something else. I might save it. Sucking me dry phrasing. I know what I said. Are you hearing the noises they're making? I think there's something like that going on here. Look, she's blowing. She just said take it. I skipped it, but... It really is, Mia. I don't... It's ridiculous. Yes, done. I hope you like it. I think I'm done. I think that's it. Yeah, we've done some significant upgrading. These things just kind of look like teeth and they freak me out. I don't like them. I think next time I can either go do Matten's Independence, or I can keep doing the stuff in Hatino. Well, this stuff I'm not too worried about. I'll get around to it eventually, but I don't know. I would like to get most of the side adventures done. And I can save the quests for my own time, I suppose. I would like to wrap up the game soon. I just don't know how much more I have left in the game. I imagine I'm at the end. But I don't know if it's like a, 2-hour long process, if it's like an hour-long process. I suppose I'll find out. That's how it always ends for you, I guess. I think I'm done. Yes. Literally everything about the Great Fairies freaked you out since basically forever. You know what freaks me out? I don't know where I was going to go with that. I was going to say you making a typo, but that's not true. That doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't freak me out. It freaks me out when you do say, or write something and everything checks out. It's all clear. That last message was not one of those times. Thank you, Jordan. It was a fantastic joke. It was very funny. I'm just the funniest. What can I say? Main story, I'm basically at the end. The hardest part is getting to the final boss fight. Once you're there, it should maybe take you an hour or so to wrap things up. Is that an hour in typical person time, or an hour or so in Tanner time? So that's more like 6 hours. Yeah, I imagine, because he's like below the castle, right? I think I went there that one time, and there was a giant, I don't know, the things with the the balls you have to shoot. There was a lot of them. I imagine that's where I need to go again. Oh, Fair, you're kind of bad and dumb. You're gonna be down there a while. Thanks, Mia. I appreciate you. Who are you? Yet another quest. I'll just pick it up on here. Love to get some sun. Don't my cows look happy to be out sunbathing? You got something for me? A Highland shroom. That's what it was. Is this from CC? Isn't that sweet? These are tasty if you fry them up as a snack. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the gift, but me and my daughter, Koyan, and old man Doc don't care much about clothes. What use is fashion in the field, right? Still, I'm glad that's all you came for. If you told me that you were here to pick up some fresh milk, I'd have been in a tight spot. Make no mistake. Fresh milk. This is the farm. That's right. Yeah, this is my farm specialty. Didn't I mention it? It's our farm specialty, or it was. We use acorns in our cow's feed, and I haven't been able to get my hands on any lately. If you do need some milk, you might have to check the general store. It's possible they have some left. Sigh, all I'm like is 3 acorns to mix up some more feed for the cows, and I can't even get that. Here's some acorns. No fooling? Well, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Not with me and my wits' end and all. I don't know if this Riley makes up for it, but have a bottle on me. I got some fresh milk. Thank you, sir.
Oh.
I gave him nuts, he gave me milk. What a fun exchange. I was keeping it squirreled away, but no reason to be a miser about it now. I better go mix up a batch of feed right away now that I got some more acorns. If you ever want more fresh milk, I'll swap you some for 3 acorns. Call it a special trade just for you. Interesting. Oh, hello. Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna call tonight. Thank you for hanging out, putting up with me. I appreciate it as usual. Put your nuts right in his hand, and he shot you some milk. Solid transaction. Yeah. Hope I wake up in the morning. What? What? What do you mean, hope I wake up? You think I'm gonna be dead?